You know something in your life feels off, but you can't quite name where. Today, you'll discover how to finally see exactly where the imbalance is and the one place to begin. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome back to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. It's your coach Kavita with your Thursday check-in. I want to start with a feeling because I think you may know it well. It's a sense that something in your life is off. Not everything. You couldn't even point to one thing that has gone wrong. On paper, much of it looks fine. And yet there's this low humming underneath your days, a feeling of being somehow out of balance, of going from a good stretch to a hard one and back again, without quite knowing why. You feel it, but you can't pinpoint it. And because you can't pinpoint it, you can't do anything about it. So you continue in the same way. You tell yourself it's nothing, and you keep going. On Monday, in episode 332, we talked about this season as your own reset, and I asked you to notice where your outer life still fits who you are and where it has drifted. And for many of you, when you went looking, you may have found the same feeling that I just spoke about. That vague sense of something being off, with nothing solid to put your finger on. So today, that vague, nameless feeling is what I want to help you see. Because you can't change what you can't name. But once you do point to it, everything gets simpler. So here is an exercise for today. All you need is a piece of paper and a pen. And if you're driving or walking right now, listen along and come back to the paper later because I really want you to do this one. Take your piece of paper and draw a large circle. Now divide that circle into 8 slices, like a pizza, cut into 8 pieces. Each slice is one area of your life, and together they make the whole of it. In each section, write down the following 8 areas of your life. The first is your career or your work. The second is your family and parenting. The third is your personal growth or your own development. The fourth is your spiritual life, whatever that means to you. The fifth is fun and enjoyment, or how much genuine pleasure is actually in your days. The sixth are your relationships, both intimate and your friendships. The seventh is your health, your body and how you're aging. And the final 8 is your finances, your sense of security around money. So now the center of the wheel is a 0, and towards the outer rim or perimeter is a 10. The center at 0 is where you are completely dissatisfied. This is where that area in your life is completely not filling your cup. The outer rim, on the other hand, is a 10, where you're fully satisfied or thriving in that area of your life. So in each slice, you're going to make a mark on the number that feels right to you from 0 to 10 for that area of your life. If you feel wonderful about that part of your life, your mark goes way out near the rim. And if it's running on empty, your mark sits closer to the center. Think of it as a continuum with 0 in the center and 10 at the rim or perimeter. And here's one rule that matters more than all of the rest. Mark the first number that comes to you, not the number that you think it should be, not the respectable one, but the honest one, because no one else is going to see this. This is the one place you get to tell yourself the whole truth, and the first number is almost always the true one. So go through them honestly. Your career, your family and parenting, your personal growth, your spiritual life, fun and enjoyment, your relationships, your health, your finances. 8 marks, 1 in each slice, wherever your honest number falls between 0 and 10. And now what you do is connect those dots or the marks. Draw a line from one to the next, all the way around, until you have a new perimeter of your circle, a new outer edge of your wheel. And then take a look at it. A wheel is meant to be round, and a round wheel rolls smoothly. But what almost all of us find doing this honestly is that our wheel is nowhere near round. It is lopsided. It pushes way out to a 9 in one place, and then right beside it, it caves all the way down to a 1 or 2. Picture actually trying to roll through your days on that wheel. It would be a bumpy ride, wouldn't it? Up to a high place, then dropping down into a very low one, over and over. And there it is. That bumpiness you're looking at on the paper is the very thing you've been feeling in your own life. That low hum you couldn't name, that sense of being off and out of balance, it was never vague at all. It was this. You've simply never drawn it before, and now you can point right at it. Sit with your wheel for a moment and notice which slices caved in the most, and notice if any of them surprised you, whether a number that came up far lower or far higher than you would have guessed. And understand what those low areas actually are. They're not a report card, and they're not a list of your failures. They're just the places where your life and who you are have drifted the furthest apart. They are your off feeling finally giving you an answer. And here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to look at your 3 lowest slices and decide you have to overhaul your whole life by Sunday night. That is really the surest way to feel overwhelmed, and then you do nothing at all. Instead, choose one. Look at your wheel and ask which single area, if I gave it a little attention, would smooth out the ride. Which one, if it came up even just 2 points, would change how my entire wheel rolls? Because that's how this works. You don't fix the whole wheel at once. You work on one slice at a time, and the whole thing rolls a little easier. That one area is where your reset begins. So this is your work this week. Draw your wheel, tell yourself the truth in each slice, connect it up, and find your one place to begin. I have a printed version of this Wheel of Life exercise, the one I use with my clients, with all areas laid out and the room to score and reflect on what you've found. And if you'd like me to send it to you, reach out to me directly at kavita@itsmytimenowcoaching.com, and I'll happily share it with you. And truly, I'd love to hear which area you chose. And if you want to understand why a certain part of your life may have drifted and what it is asking of you underneath the number, that is what we do together on a complimentary clarity call. And I'd love to sit down and look at your wheel with you and help you decide what comes next. That off feeling you may have is not nothing. It's information. And now you can see it, name it, and begin to do something about it. So I hope this helps to clarify things for you today. Come back to this exercise again and again, and remember, reach out to me at kavita@itsmytimenowcoaching.com if you want the PDF of the Wheel of Life, and if you'd like guidance on how to fill it out and what it means for your life. Thank you for being here, my friend. And remember, you get to decide what comes next. So say it with me and say it with confidence. It's my time now.